Hello everyone, welcome to another video by Something's Brewing. Today we're going to discuss the fundamentals of brewing coffee and how you can brew a better cup at home. The first fundamental of brewing coffee is proportion. Proportion is the ratio of coffee to water that would be used. A proper extraction would result in a coffee that is full of flavor, resulting in an aromatic cup. Using less coffee would give you an under-extracted cup, and too much coffee would give you an over-extracted cup. Now, a good way to start with the right proportion would be to follow the golden ratio. The golden ratio is what we call a pretty standard way to start brewing coffee at home, which is 1:15. That is 1 part of coffee to 15 parts of water. So in this case, it's 15 grams of coffee and 225 ml of water. The second parameter is your grind. It's extremely important to use freshly ground coffee like we're using here, since coffee is extremely delicate and has very volatile aromatic compounds. Now, regarding grind size, each brewing method has its own suggested grind size. A French press would require a slightly coarser grind size, just like cold brew, and a pour over, like the one we're going to brew right now, would require a medium grind size. Now, something like a mocha pot could take you could go a lot finer with, and even finer with an espresso or Turkish grind. Too fine a grind size would result in a slightly bitter, over-extracted cup, and too coarse a grind size used in your brewing method would result in a slightly watered down coffee. Now, this is really simple. This happens because a finer grind size would have a higher surface area and the extraction would actually be a lot more rapid due to the contact between the water and the coffee. Coffee is 98% water, and not all water is equal. Ideally, avoid water from an RO and use bottled water if available. Now, since you need a certain amount of TDS to extract flavors from coffee, you would need bottled water, and the favorable minerals would include calcium, magnesium, and sodium. Full extraction of coffees and coffee flavor would occur when the temperature of this water is between 88 and 94 degrees Celsius. So this is just off boil, between 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on the location and your ambient temperature. This brings us to the final parameter for your brewing coffee. Now, the last parameter, freshness. Use coffee that's ideally a couple of days from your roast date and try to consume it within a couple of weeks from the date of roast. Now, coffee should ideally be stored in an airtight container or a vacuum container like this one. And store it in a cool, dark place because the refrigerator will have a lot of moisture which would spoil your coffee. We hope you enjoyed this video and do follow us on all our social media handles and reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you.